Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Sussex Saturday on Tuesday, or what I affectionately call Talk Tuesday. I hope you all are well. I hope you are, it's sunny where you are. I know in some parts of this lovely globe it's snowing. I don't even want to see that stuff yet, but yeah. Let me see. Let me do my banner. I did have it up earlier and then took it down, but okay. There we go. We're all fixed now, of course, and the husband calls just as I get started. Hold on, everybody, one moment. Whew, Lord of mercy. Okay, so let me see. Lottie says Charles took away Princess Diana's security and set her up to be, whoop. Um, Harry better be careful. Well, Harry's going to be okay. There's no doubt about it. I did see some commentary regarding not just that, but if Randy Andy having protection and it's paid for. So anyway, let me do the disclaimer. Let me take down this comment. Let me see. Damn BS. At least you weren't interrupted during. Oh Lord. Well, I mean, it would be my husband that I would be. So why would I be interrupted? Never mind, Church Nelly. Okay. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Only Church Nelly. Only Church Nelly. Okay, so I wanted to do a little look back, Harry and Meghan, since it is holiday season, when, this is back to her, deal or no deal. Her deal or no deal time frame. And yeah, just like she was in her little giddy up, that all the ladies wore. And mhm. Many tried to make fun of, but you get on the talk show and you be one of the many hostesses and they're all making six figures. Laugh at that, okay? All right. Here's one of Harry, much younger, of course, no facial hair. Um, Harry being Harry, and it happens and it works for us. Okay. Of course, this one I saw this recently and had to snag it, and I just love it. Okay. Because this is them currently very much in love and not giving two hoots. That was the good word that came out. Not giving two hoots about the crazies and all that other stuff. So, let me peruse the comments really quickly. Okay. Um, oh, did she really? I mean, not that Karma hasn't come back to whoop that one in the face and body and everything else. Okay, I'm not in trash time yet, so let me behave myself. All right, so as the title says, Prince Harry's security hearing last night, happened to see that, do a little Google search, see what's happening, do their names. And it popped up that he has a 3-day hearing that was starting today. So to give a little background for those that aren't aware, Harry's security was removed by his father um, when they stepped back as working royals. So the whole thing that they used, the argument that that family used, is that because they weren't working royals, can't justify paying for security. Harry wanted to self-pay when he went into the UK or his family was with him, and that was denied, denied, denied. Some of King C3's aides were involved in these decisions that were made, and I thought they weren't supposed to be political and getting involved in government decisions. Okay, um, but I digress. So he back in March, because this is just some information that Harry had sent formal letters when he was coming for the maggot, Woody Woot, and the palace wanted name of the aide removed. Harry just was like no, and so they, being petty as f, wanted to punish, and thinking that would drive them back to the UK if they didn't have security. And we know we've discussed, the cost of security is pretty hefty, but he is the son of a monarch, a sitting monarch. I can understand if he was the brother, but then the aunts and uncles and cousins of QE2 should also have security removed. I'm just saying. So um, we know that doesn't happen. It's just the treatment of Harry. Single him out because, Randy Andy is not a working royal, but he gets security coverage. Anyway, there is a hearing. From my understanding and reading what Reuters was covering, so this is just some more information just giving that, his 3-day hearing or high court case against the Home Office, the UK security arrangements, was starting today. They're believing that the opening arguments would be public and then it would be 2 days behind closed doors, which would be great, which means crazier headlines because, the tabloids wouldn't really be able to report on anything. This is from May, when he had lost his bid to self-pay, going directly through, and then took it to the High Court. Go, Harry, go. So this is just some coverage back in May when he didn't have, he had lost that part. So, damn Preeti Patel. I want to say I know who she is, but I'm just going to move on because I don't know all those people over there. But she got involved, and there was some emails and a whole lot of, yeah. So people in a very high place are playing with government and political stuff, and really should just pay for the security for his son, even though he doesn't control the Duchy of Cornwall, because I think that's where it was coming from. He can still pay for it if he's made arrangements to pay for his brothers. KC3, I'm speaking about you. All right. So this is the Reuters. Legal had tweeted out and just saying Prince Harry has been subjected to unlawful and unfair treatment by the British government over the decision to take away his police protection when he is in Britain, his lawyer told London's High Court. Now, they have done some updates to this article. I did put it in the description. Let me go over here. I have to come over to this side of the city, where the YouTube sphere is. And I'm just going to drop the link to the Reuters article, although it is in the description, and then you can all click and read for yourselves, because they made some changes and from the time I took the screenshot this morning. So this is just showing about Harry, along with other senior royals, had received full security protection provided by the state before he decided to step back from royal duties and move to California with his American wife in 2020. Why that has to be noted, I don't know, but okay. So this was the original few paragraphs, and I thought it was just interesting when I was like, what did they edit? And then I noticed the change. So the younger son of King Charles was given permission last year to challenge that decision, and Shahid Fatima, the lawyer for Harry, was not in court. Said he had been subjected to unlawful and unfair treatment. So when I went and looked again, I was like, oh, okay, you're all up in this thing, and you're doing. And let me see, what did I do with it? Because I probably deleted it by accident. Let me see. Yeah, I think it was this one, Harry, along with the other senior royals, and the first paragraph, first edition was that the younger son of King Charles. And I was like, oh, why did you take that out? Because that's very interesting you would take that out. I mean, he is the younger son of King Charles. So this is where it was indicating about the opening statements being open to public and then behind closed doors, hopefully, because of the security factor. And there may be other things that come up. I hope that they do stick to that. So, never heard of this account, but I saw London Live and they were also following it. And, Squatties revised what was stated on the screen there on that picture. And it just says the impact of Harry attack should have been factored into security review. And that was a factor in the security. Not that it should happen, but that it is a factor. There are people that are now in jail because of the threats they made against him being a quote race traitor. So they also provided, London Live also provided some information and just, what Reuters pretty much, it's a regurgitation in a sense. Um, but it's just interesting. I will, as I know most of you will be praying that he is successful and he gets it. That, the man said, I will self pay. And to actually refuse that, yeah, you really want harm to come to him, don't you, with that family? Because there's no other reason for you not to cover or allow him to pay for the cost. So I'm not sure I would trust the Met Police, but his private security team should be allowed to carry over there. Okay. All right. So, in addition to all of that, he was named Harry. Um, it says meet people's 25 most intriguing people of the year. And so I see his picture. I'm like, look at Harry. So someone had on here the 14. He's number 14 of 25. Okay. The number does not matter to me, but when you're looking on the website, you don't even see the number. So I guess someone counted it, but it just says the prince opened up like never before with his best-selling memoir, Spare, revealing what he called the good, the bad, and everything in between of life behind palace walls. Almost 4 years after breaking from the crown and heading to California with Duchess Meghan, a move that has irreparably fractured the relationship with his father and brother. Harry is looking to the future. And as he told people in January, I feel I am exactly where I am meant to be and exactly, whoops, let me try to take my thing down. Exactly where, quote, my family are meant to be. Okay, so he is where he is meant to be as well as with his family. Okay. So, yeah. All right. So, congrats to him for that. That is just awesome, awesome, awesomeness. And yeah, I'm happy for him. Others are seeing and saying the same thing. That squad, yeah, he's one of the 25 most intriguing. I just want to read this to give context to what you'll see next. So, the Duchess of Sussex, this is an official statement from her spokesperson back earlier in the year when there was a whole lot of hoopla over nothing. The Duchess of Sussex is going about her life in the present, not thinking about correspondence from 2 years ago related to conversations from 4 years ago. Any suggestion otherwise is false and frankly ridiculous. We encourage tabloid media and various royal correspondents to stop the exhausting circus that they alone are creating. Mhm. So she was papped. I shared this with the channel members, but going about life happy and carefree. You will see this picture again in an article that, Daily Mail just couldn't resist themselves. Okay. So just keep her statement and then, in mind when you see that headline because Squad had a response to that headline and it's priceless. Okay, so for Squatty Corner, I want to welcome back officially via the live stream Leslie Millsap to channel membership. Welcome, 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 welcome back. I did welcome her back on behind the scenes, so to speak, in the membership area. So I said I would do it via the live stream like I do everybody. So, all right. Still on the road to 10 K subs. I just crossed 5,400. Yay! Thank you all for spreading the word. Keep sharing the word, spreading the word about the channel. This is a goal next to my next big goal. And of course, I'll do a giveaway, like when I think it was 3,000 when I did the last one. So on my main channel, there's a store. There's Trash Time merch. Thank you, Annie. I saw your message that you'll get yours before the holiday. Um, if you click on the store, Nightbot also drops a link. You'll be able to get out there and see all the different. This is the actual graphic that's on the Trash Time merch. Okay. Mhm. Woo, there's 111 comments. My gosh. Let me go out here and look and see before we get. So we're in pre-trash time before I get into trash time. Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. Wow. Let me see, Joyce. If Harry is denied, then his wife and children will remain where they are safe. If Harry has to slip into the UK, he knows how to get in and out without knowing. Yeah. It would have been just awesome if he had showed up today. But I get it. And, Harry does have a full-time job, so he can't keep running over there every time they have a whim. And Trump turd doesn't have that any longer, neither his. Ooh, oh, my. Oh, did they take it from them? Because if that's who you're referring to, Randy Andy, I'm not sure. I've not seen the Trump turd. Okay. Dorothy, the more they go after Meghan and Harry, the more exposed the royal family gets. Yes, and justly so. Gwen, Harry's absolutely gorgeous. A king among men. Yes. Even in his young days. He just has that thing. And you try to explain it, it's just hard to. And security for Harry should not be a debate, in my humble opinion. Yes. It should not, but it is. And that's because I believe that KC3 succumbed to the bullying of his heir. Just my opinion. Who really runs the joint over there? That's why it's in disarray. Okay. Wendy says, how does the court explain all the other non-working royals and lower ranking royals have security, but the Sussex is not allowed? Uh, it's not really the court, it's the government to explain that. Which is what Harry's saying. Like, okay, you don't want it to be they're taxpayer covered. Don't have to be taxpayer covered, but if I want to pay, why can't I pay? I mean, I'm sure there are others of very high stature that come into that country that probably have private security. I'm thinking of some sheikhs and stuff that, yeah, just thinking out loud, that probably have additional security. And especially giving that special detail had a lot of racist, hmm people that I think they're even in jail, aren't they? They've been sentenced for their behavior. May said when she was make racist comments of black people they like that. Now she makes a nasty comment about the who? I have no job now. I don't know who you're referring to. I must have missed something. All right. Tia Charles is mentioned among Times 100 persons of interest. Yes. Persons of interest is much different. I mean, we see wanted ads for or wanted posters for people of interest. These people are persons of interest in this case. I'm going to leave that alone. What is your saying is so sad that Harry and Meghan can travel just about anywhere in the world and security is provided exception for his home country where he fought for. So sad. So sad and very, very eye-opening. Very eye-opening, yes. Annie, this idiot king, head of the royals, are on the world stage. Didn't they want to be front and center? Well, they're front and center, all right. They might have thought that was just for pagan, but they're front and center. Okay. Let me Let me take that comment down. Who was that said they were late? See, Mac, you're not late. I'm just really getting started. I haven't even gotten to trash time. I'm about to get there. Okay, a few more things under the pre-trash time. So, Royal Suitor had shared. I guess it was a cup of tea with Prince Harry. What's her name? Bryony or Bryn Gordon. I don't know. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So Royal Suitor had put, quote, what I'd really like is some accountability and an apology to my wife because you know what you did and now I know what you did or why you did it, excuse me. And you've been caught out. So just come clean and then we could all move on. And that was Prince Harry in January 2023. And then, Royal Suitor had me cracking up because it's translation, stop playing in my face. Okay. So we all understand that. Do. Oh, and let me say before I move on anymore, hi, Sis Hilda, if you're out there, if you're listening and catch it on replay, she was, I got a little message on IG that I didn't see. So on my last stream. But in this cup of tea with Prince Harry, which I don't think I covered this. I don't know. A lot of times I kind of look and be like, But Harry did say, an apology. So again, when Squad is running around saying that, just know that Harry has said it himself. He knows why you did what you did. So if you think that your olive branches are going to be extended or accepted, get out of here. So trending yesterday, I know this was late yesterday when I saw this, Duchess of Sussex and then hashtag racist Kate. So I just took it, did not go under and look because, the Rangers are losing their minds. But this morning, hashtag Kate Middleton is a racist is trending. And I was like, ooh, just going to say, y'all keep messing and Squad is going to be like, oh, okay, we're going to see how you like this. But anyway, Baby Deranger. And I missed this yesterday, but how dare M walk around Montecito smiling as if she doesn't have a care in the world? Why won't she come forward and clarify that the two royals aren't racist, but were just concerned her babies wouldn't be white enough for our British royal family? If she remains silent, His Majesty the King must remove all titles. I just love Baby Deranger. Because it says all that we need to say and have been saying, and then it also drives the haters absolutely nuts. But okay. I'm going to scan the comments one last time before we get into trash time. Let's see. Lottie is saying that security is very expensive. I hope someone is helping Harry and Meghan pay for this. Well, we know that Tyler assisted once until they got settled. But they have had big contracts. Don't worry. They're good. Don't worry. Harry and Meghan are good. They know enough people, as you say, when they're traveling in larger groups. Cookies and cream, I'm running some errands. Oh, okay. She'll be listening later. All right, let me see. Hey, Frugal Mama. Ooh. Mama, how are you? All right. Let me go ahead and get over here to, if I click on it, trash time so we can get into it. Yeah. Let me just see something. Okay, yeah, that'll be trash time. I've had this clip, forgot to bring it across, and I did today. So at some point, hopefully I remember to do it. Anyway, if all hearts and minds are on one accord, it's your favorite time. Trash time! Trash time! Trash time! So, good old favorite trash time. I'm just sharing some. I did a search, Prince Harry, and I had to take this screenshot because of every single thing. Headline was like a different topic that we've covered over the last few days, and I had to laugh because they just regurgitate and move around and say, okay, now you put this out. Now, no, you put this out. So I'm going to start with the snub. Okay, so, we went over the headline that was out there, how Harry is excluded from the Society Wedding of the Year, which is really in 2024, June of 2024, I believe they said, not really snubbed. But I don't see this person. I understand that the person that the Duke of Westminster, is actually the godfather of Space's oldest child, the heir to the heir, not Archie. So I don't even know where they're getting that information, I guess just to tie him to him. But he's not the sweetest dude that there is. I don't know if this is from 2019. Squad detective agencies got it on everybody. So I saw this out there and I was like, "Ooh, I have to share." So at the time, Britain's most eligible bachelor, the Duke of Westminster, 28, is accused of social cleansing over plans to evict 40 families from their council homes to make way for luxury flats. Don't know if he did anything, probably did because, they tout that as something wonderful and great. So not really the type of person that I would even think that Harry would have even had dealings with. Obviously, he caves to the pegger. So that for me makes sure that they're making such a big deal over this that it's not even about the bride and groom. It's about, Harry and Meghan being snubbed. More so, it's just saying, Harry's being snubbed from this wedding. How do you know who's on the guest list? I mean, 6 months out, I don't think, I knew who outside of immediate family who I was going to be inviting. Things change. And until you get your invites and pick out your invitations, and then you really are like, okay, who are we inviting? So I don't care that it's some big fanciful wedding. Really? So they leak their guest list to you, or, you know, yeah, it doesn't make this dude the Duke of Westminster. All these people with these flicking titles. Ooh, I'm so glad that's the word that came out my mouth. Um, yeah, y'all must be pegging together. Okay, I'm gonna move on. So this is a headline, and Squad has a response, and you'll see it shortly. So, exclusive. Not a care in the world. Meghan Markle is pictured smiling in first sighting since royals accused of racism were named in Dutch translation of Omid Scobie's book. She has nothing to do with that effing book. So therefore, she should be out smiling and doing whatever she feels like she wants to do. But they're going to forever tie her or Harry to that book. So Squad said, "Oh, okay, we got one for you." I'm so glad I saw this morning. Exclusive. Not a care in the world. Kate Middleton is pictured smiling again in another sighting since being exposed as one of the racist royals named by Piers Morgan. You want to play? We can play too. Go Squad. Because initially I said, "Oh my gosh, did they really put out a headline?" But then when I looked and saw, who it was written by and the date and the time, I was like, "Oh my God." Priceless. So this next item I call the tale of two grandparents. The tale of two grandparents. So there's, as we call him affectionately, King Archie, in his father's arms at his christening, and Frumpadumps is standing next to him. Never have we seen a picture with Frumpadumps holding Harry's son, firstborn. Uh-huh. But during the docu-series, thank you to Harry and Meghan for sharing this beautiful picture, we see Mama Doria with her first grandchild, And there she is, lovingly holding him, and just so wonderful. The tale of two grandparents. KC3, don't you ever try to be that doting grandfather to these children that live in Montecito, because you weren't. Even when you were in the presence, you weren't. Because knowing how y'all are about the PR, you would have wanted to be pictured holding him. I mean, you were holding one of Space's. Now, I'm going to move on. I found this screenshot very interesting. The Telegraph. And it says Prince Harry's security case to be heard behind closed doors. This was like one of the first alerts that I was like, woo, there's something going to be happening tomorrow. So, but the picture, not Harry, but cosplay and Meghan. I was like, what? But yeah, that's the picture they had on this article. Now, I had said that, these tabloidish or tabloids, they like to share at different times the same articles. And so, in style, let me take my banner down for just a second. So, this was today, tweeted out, because I paused when I saw it. The royal family reportedly used Prince Harry and Meghan Markle to distract from Prince William's alleged affair. Click the image to read. Didn't click the image because, why bother? But yeah, Ditsy Dit standing there next to Sir Peggington. The Prince of Peggington. I just found that interesting. I was like, okay, because I had to look at the date. I was like, alrighty then. So let's just remember all these headlines and etc. And somebody had to take, mostly in Squad, you understand where this picture is coming from, but showing him and all the media standing there, all his buddies and chums, to help him out if he so needed it. That's his obstacle course. They're there to help him. Now, I don't know. I mean, this is why this is in trash time, because celeb bitchy gets on my nerves at times, but hey, 'tis life. But I will say this, leave Mama Doria out of your crap now, folks. That family, leave Mama Doria out of it. So, CT, Duchess Meghan hated Kate and refused to introduce Doria to her. Tomini, I'll say your name at this time. Tomini. We knew you lied because you claimed you got death threats, but then people scoped out that you had sent the email to yourself trying to use a burner email. But nevertheless, let's like, and when questions were asked of the police, they said no, we hadn't gotten any reports. But let's take a step back. We know how much you lie on many other different things, and like to turn up the volume when it's a race thing. Because we do remember that you started that whole thing with the Grenfell, the kitchen, and the women that were involved with keeping the kitchen running, and etc., and calling and tying them to a jihadist. So, CT, that's you. You're in print with your name all over them things. But now you want to say that Duchess Meghan hated Kate and refused to introduce Doria to her. Do we need to go back to Look and Spare when they were not warm to Meghan upon first meeting her and actually put off meeting her? And, Cosplay even wanted to play in dirt or pretend she was playing in dirt in a garden, to not meet Meghan. So she didn't deserve to meet Mama Doria. I mean, why does Mama Dora need to meet them? They ain't nobody. Mm. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna move on. Now, what cosplay, space, and KC3 and the con need to worry about is Commonwealth Games Federation, CGF, currently has no firm bids for either the 2026 or 2030 games. Mr. Phillips said Australia has not entirely given up on being 2026 hosts, but added organizers should explore other avenues. I wish I had a bell to ring, because guess who's coming to Aussie land? Get ready, y'all. The king and the Khan are coming. I guess they're going to butter up people and get them to fall so in love with them. I'm sure they're going to do a balcony somewhere. Whew, let me get it together. But yeah, so get ready. They're coming. I happen to see that. I happened to see that as I was gathering some information. So many of us know about Eyelash's father. If you're not aware who I'm referring to, I hate his first name, so or what they call him, Dickie. hmm Yeah, that's enough that y'all should know who I'm referring to. I'm just showing the screenshot. So the title thing has these derangers in a T to the Z. Okay. So this big time, she's a big time troll. I'm not mentioning the name. You will have to be watching this to see. Had done a poll just to see. Stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles would mean they would be plain Mr. and Mrs. But which would you rather have, Duke and Duchess or Princess and Princess Henry? She shouldn't be called Princess Meghan, only Princess Henry. So go through this whole, they just are losing their minds. Squad is going to call her Princess Meghan just because we want to call her Princess Meghan, as we have called Princess Diana that too. Okay. All right. So Dickie decided to reply to said person and put it all out there with his full chest. This is not an easy one. It is possible to strip them of the Sussex title, but as Harry was born royal, it's pretty impossible to strip him of Prince. The downside to losing Sussex, she would be known as Princess Henry, and the Americans would call her Princess Meghan. That would be worse and would never do. Oh, poor Dickie. Mr. Who only said when he found out about who Harry was dating at the time, said she's just a fling and he's not going to make too much of it. Um, Middle fingers up to you, Dickie, too. And up yours. Okay. This is what you, the trolls, and that family, truly. When the lady in black is done with y'all, this is, because she's coming for y'all. Coming for y'all. She's going to come down your chimneys. Maybe. And fire don't scare her. Okay. Ah, Lord. Okay. That's all I have for trash time. There's a whole lot of comments. Let me scroll up. Hello to everybody that has joined since I've been going on and on. So let me find a spot. Let me see what time it is. Okay. I'm going to come up here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to pick it right here. Okay. So Wendy's saying the Sussexes unbothered with the noise. UK derangers are pissed. Yes, they are. Well, and don't forget the American ones too, because there's plenty of American ones that are loony toony too. Okay. Hey Elle, how are you? Let me see. Mama Wendy, this is how royals sue Harry, and they will not succeed. They will not stand in front of Harry decision. Yeah, they can try it. The family can try it all they want, but they're gonna lose out on that. They are gonna lose out on that. Did I read that when Charles was mentioned among the 100? Yeah. Only because of his title. If he didn't have that title, they wouldn't give two shits. Because has he been named on that list in the last few years? Nope. Okay. All right. I think I had went through some of these comments. I'm going to come down a little further. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, 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 uh. Let me see. Matthews is saying King a bad father, William a bad brother. Yeah. They don't even know what the concept or the meaning, true meaning of that is. um, but yeah, they can go. They can go blow. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. Um. Oops. Let me see. Come down here. We have Anna. You like Baby Deranger too? Oh, I love Baby Deranger. Speaks the truth. I mean, they look crazy. That's what they say because you see them in different tweets or whatever. So let's see. Mama was saying Joyce is sad, but not very sad to Sussex as they know from the beginning that things would be like that, but with God's protection and help, they will survive all these. Yeah, Sussexes are anointed. Exactly. Lots of prayers from many different backgrounds, etc., that cover them each and every day. Hello, Rosalind. How are you? Never late, never late, never late. Anna is saying Harry's children, whether they don't like Trump turd, is is their grandfather. Okay, you confirmed that's who you were calling that. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. Let me see. Just as I saw Gwen's message, does everybody have sound? Then Church Nelly, I saw your response to that. That's why I said uh-oh. But hey, Hattie, y'all aren't late. You aren't late. Then you can always listen back to what you're saying. Ah, let's see. Is there sound? Is there no sound? I'm hoping that you all hear me. Let me see. John Jenkins, His Royal Highness Princess Meghan, Her Royal Highness Princess Meghan and Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, are enjoying their family holiday and keeping a dignified silence. Yes. Um, Howdy, who cares about this stupid wedding? Frankly, that's a lot of money to spend for 1 or 2 days. It's not like others haven't done the same, but to make it about two people that are not the bride and the groom is really bad. But it's a way to turn the public. They'll be churning this out for months. But it's up to the groom to get ahead of that and show that you have some cojones. Okay. TB, the groom's PR people are not confirming or denying if the Sussexes are invited or not. He may be keeping it quiet and not responding. Well, could be. But seemed like you would say a definite, since someone has leaked that they're not, and then it's snubbed. Hmm. Can't make your friend look bad, can you? Oof. Um, Wendy says Charles' first year as king has been pitiful with scandals, low ratings at gate, being booed, taking money from dead people. Woof, what should we expect for 2024? Good grief, I don't know. You better hope to stay on this side of of the plane, so to speak. Um, TBS people are not confirming or denying. They have not said either way about wedding invite. Well, I mean, again, you're 6 months out from the wedding, so why would you be talking about invitations? It's just kind of nonsense. Hold on one second, real quick, everybody. Okay, sorry about that. Oh, Lord, and my father back here blowing his nose. Okay. Hattie, naturally pictured with a black person, why would she allow herself to be? Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not sure who you are. You referring about cosplay? Church, no, they love the Sussex squad. Yeah, play with us if you wish, but Here, the Duke of Westminster is Charles' godson, and now is George's godfather. William told him to exclude Harry from the wedding because he's petty like that. But there's got to be a lot more to it than you telling me, knowing that the type of headlines that would drive. And then if he did tell him that, Why do the tabloids know? Because space keeps leaking. The insider, the source. I mean, I doubt the Duke of Westminster is going around talking about his wedding. I mean, girlfriend out there, fiance, you better take a good look around. Even with them billions, you better take a good look around. You might have three. Three's company. Just gonna leave it alone. Hattie, look at how stupid Charles is looking at the baby. Yeah, looking is right. Looking is right. Looking is right. Lonnie, is he telling folks that Harry and Meghan are not invited, or is it William who's letting folks know that his brother is not invited? It's probably the latter, because how else would the tabloids know? Nobody's gone back to them to say, "Oh, really? Did you get a text message?" Because they get their briefings. They clearly have stated they get their briefings from. Oh, and I guess I should have shared that. C-Mac F's to give. Zero. That dumpster fire in Windsor. It's not her issue. Exactly. She's out here having a good time. I ain't thinking about them. Wendy, Charles' hands behind his back. Body language said it all. No interest to hold Archie. Right. Now, I give that most men that age are usually scared of little babies, but he's a good little chap and he was all right. And although if he screamed and cried once he went in, if he was even held by Charles, we would all understand why, because they could pick up on that nasty energy. Let's see. See, Mac, anyone else hoping the California Royals step out or announce something during Kitty's cosplay carol just to flex on that racist bee? No, if they're out, they're out. I mean, but they don't sing diary, so hey, if they are out and about, and if it's something that's super glamorous too, shame on them. I wonder what look she'll use to cosplay this time, because wasn't that last Christmas when she used the off the shoulder, the gown similar to the NAACP award? Mhm. Joyce, why would Megan put her mother in the presence of Kate so Kate can be rude? Don't think so. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Uh-oh. Janie, are you in the hospital? What's the matter? I hope you are okay. Let me see. Mia says CT is a liar, is head of the Heritage Foundation. She's a racist. She's going after Harry. Well, unless there's a office over in the UK, but not here in the US, she's not over that particular. She's probably tied to him. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me at all. Gwen, not Harry's friend, Pagan William Part. Well, gee, Willikers. Let me, y'all. Mm-mm. Joyce, those royal reporters are all over YouTube and Twitter. Poor Dickie. Well, yeah, and we see where they were getting some of their headlines from the trolls that they like to be on their timeline and respond to and yuck it up and all that stuff. So yeah. Lord have mercy. Let me see. Annie, Nelson Mandela's granddaughter is also asking for representation. Oh, reparations. Oh, okay. I was gonna say what? Well, I mean, yeah, good luck with that from that clan. Yeah, good luck with that. C Mac, did you see the sign Chuck was looking for? The supposed tennis bracelet support? Oh, please. Please, please, please. Let's see, Joyce. When Harry and Meghan got on Tyler's plane and stated it was a freedom flight, that family lost Harry and Meghan, saw his way out even if they had no plan. No plan as far as, yeah, like where will we be able to? But knowing who they are, yeah, people, the masses are coming to them. So, yeah, Spotify, we see you out there and we see, unfortunately, you've had to lay off people. But if you were the GOAT of podcasting platforms, and you wouldn't have been doing laps and taking victory laps and talking ish about Meghan. Mm, should have had your finances together instead of talking about her. Okay, now me. Whew, y'all are probably like, oh my gosh. Hey, Trish the Natural, how are you? And hello to everyone else that I've seen, or if I haven't yelled your name, you know how I do on these streams. um, Let me see. Mama agreed, Joyce. They think Harry's family be a beggar for what? He will not be a beggar forever. No, he's not even that. Harry's good. Harry and Meghan are good. It might be the other ones because of their energy that will be the ones looking to them, standing at their gates. Please let us in. I would send the blow torches out there. Get away. All right, Christine, they're trying to get publicity for that wedding. Nobody knows who those people are. Who cares? Well, I mean, yeah, for the wedding of the year. Exactly. Didn't know that the guy was engaged. Could give two hoots. Um, we know how that sect gets down with the get down and like to, you know, share spouses and stuff. I'm just saying because that's been reported plenty of times. All right, let me stop. Oh my gosh. You think so, Edna? Harry and Meghan are doing the groom and the bride a favor by not attending. You got to be invited first. The wedding has to take place. They've been to other weddings of true friends. Harry was the best man. And that person actually went to Montecito. So, I don't know. Imagine playing second fiddle. And it's funny because although Harry was the best man for his best friend, and Meghan was in attendance, and they didn't take the attention away. They know how to be low key when they want to be. hmm hmm They want people to think that they'll take the attention, but I mean, I would think that the heir and his cosplaying crazy behind wife would take more attention. Mhm. She wants to be the center. She'll be dazzled out. I wonder if she'll wear white too. Hey, Thrive Stride. How are you, sis? How you doing, love? I hope you're good. Let me see. Exactly. And how long did the Daily Fail hold on to that pic then to post now? You know how they did their antics before. No, not even sure. Don't even care. But the response from Squad was hilarious because yes, we'll show you who's petty. keep messing with keep messing with our faves if you want to. Mm. Matthews, what is this? Cosplay Kate needed out her wig on before the wind blow it off. Willie Boy need to grow some hair. Well, he might need to use her wig and use as plant implants, but I'm skipping through the comments. Hello to everybody that I see. Okay, I'm gonna wind down because I'm almost at an hour time frame. So I'm just gonna come here, Carol. That unroyal family are acting like kids when they don't get their way, and tabloids are very upset that Harry and Meghan are happy. Yeah. But they are also the definition of insanity because they keep trying and trying and trying and they get the same result. Harry and Meghan are still very happy. Okay, TB, he is Archie and George's godfather, has 9 billion he shared with his sisters who did not inherit any money from their father. Quiet about it. He was quiet about it. All right. I can't even believe uh, how do we know that he is Archie's? Because I didn't think the godparents' names were released. Maybe they were. I know there was some hoopla over release the names or release the names and the whole privacy thing because of who, what, and where. But I don't really. I believe that he is George's because his godparents were released, the names of those godparents. But That's the future king. So why? Mm. But if he is, they can always swap him out for Tyler. That's for sure. If he's that type of silly and crazy. Marianne, isn't it strange that they are talking about Harry and Meghan even as they hype the wedding of this unknown couple? These nuptials will be buried in their coverage of Harry and Meghan. Weird. Very much so. So, ooh. Hmm. You know, I assumed that it would be, space and cosplay attending. Hmm. I mean, a lot can happen between now and then too. Mm. So maybe, if I can get the coverage of that wedding buried and they only are focusing on Harry and Meghan, and if I attend alone or appear to be alone, yeah, they're gonna have me looking at it that way. Okay. All right, let me get my outro music up. Almost at the 1 hour mark. I hope that you all enjoyed today's Talk Tuesday. Hope I will see you again on Thursday for Twisted Thursday, but I'm sure I will be seeing all of you around and about the YouTube hallways that we cross paths in. Please take care of yourselves. Please be safe if you're in large public settings. You already know. Yes, wear your mask. And let me get to my outro music. Please share out if you're able to share out. Keep spreading the word about the channel. Remember to hit thumbs up. Love you all. Be safe. Mwah. Ooh, you know what? Let me come back up here. I got to look at my star. Okay. I just wanted to be sure I didn't miss some super stickers. Okay. All right, everyone. Love you all. Bye.